Jason, you've got a special suit on as well.
I've wore this special suit
never
for you
seen
guys.
you looking so smart.
Well, I'm a singer now. And,
it's like your tribute to Pavarotti without the great big...
Yeah, well,
thing
that's
out
it.
the
That's
front.
in there. That's why I wear the waistcoats. It's like Spanx for men. Sort of just keeps everything in.
So, a debut album, a different stage. So we mentioned your nan there earlier, obviously, Jason. There is a link there, clearly.
Nana Manford, yeah. God bless her. Yeah, well, both my nanas, really. My nana, right on my mum's side, she came over in the 50s from Dublin, and she was in a folk band, and she was a lead singer of a band right till when she died in her sort of late 70s. And so as kids, we'd go and watch them perform in a little pub in Moss Side called the Little Western. We'd go and watch them on a Sunday afternoon, and it was one of those things where the family would just get up and sing songs. Everyone could sort of play an instrument or sing a song. And I think in my family, it would have been more of a shock if I'm like, I want to be an accountant. Yeah. They were like, I don't think so. Grab a mic and get on that stage. Like, so that was that side. And then my other nana, who was still with us, we used to listen to all her records as kids, you know, and of a weekend, and she's got that reel. There she is, Nana Manford, she's 93. And funny enough, when I went in to give her that CD, she was watching a repeat of Big Heads on the telly. She's like my biggest fan, you know. She's got like a little shrine in the corner with all the press cuttings and stuff like that. It's lovely. So.
And the album's got to number 10, hasn't it?
Yeah, I just scraped in the top 10.
Leaving Shania Twain.
I beat Shania Twain. Yeah. It's so funny. I love the idea. It's such a random... it's so random, because I just love the idea that somewhere in the States, like, someone's gone into Shania and, like, there's this guy, Jason Manifold or something, you know. I just love the idea that she's aware of it.
Whose idea was it, the album?
Well, it was a bit of both, really. It was a bit of... Nana Manford kept sort of, you know, saying, why don't you get one? At one point, I was going to call it after something she'd said, which was, well, Bradley Walsh has got one. That's what she kept saying. And I wanted to call it that, or Manford and Songs. That was the other one I wanted to call it. But so it was a mixture between that. And then I sort of put some little clips of me singing out, and I'd done some musicals. And then there was a load of fans on my Facebook page who were like, why don't you do an album? And it sort of got to that point. And then after doing Chitty and Sweeney Todd and the producers, we got to a point where it was sort of a natural step, I guess.
And how honest is Nana? Is she a good critique?
Oh, absolutely.
What would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. It was funny because I was sort of walking past the living room. Even the other day, she was listening. She lives in the front room at my parents'. Yeah. And I was walking past to go and see my dad, and she's had it on the CD player. And I can't remember what track it was, but it got to one of halfway through, and I heard it fast forward to the next one. I was like,
Don't like that.
You'll rewind that one. You know,
Can't you work the music into your act?
It's a tough one, I've got to say. Well, I tell you what I do find in the audience is that women seem to be much more appreciative of somebody who's able to do more than one thing.
Yeah, because we multitask.
And I think... and not all blokes, of course, but yeah, I think sometimes in Britain there can be a bit of a stay-in-your-lane mentality. But generally, I think if you could... I wouldn't do it if I couldn't do it. And it feels like you know, Frank Spencer was the Phantom of the Opera. I mean, I think after that, all bets are off, aren't they? So.
Yeah. You are looking very svelte, I have to say. You look great.
Well, like I said, it's mostly waistcoat. Well, I know I lost about a stone this year.
Well, I bring it up because of our body
yes,
campaign.
No, I saw that.
That's
although I've got to say, I looked at all those blokes and I thought, I'd have any of those bodies there. I'd swap mine for any of them. The worst it got, I remember where someone said to me, what you want to do, this is a good tip, this, measure yourself, not just weigh yourself, measure yourself, because sometimes you can lose centimetres where you're not losing weight. So I did it right across the middle of the barrel here, like the biggest bit, and it was 122 centimetres. And I thought, I'm not really good at metric.
What's that in inches?
I Googled it to convert it, 4 foot. 4 foot. And underneath, Google's very helpful, it said, things that are 4 foot. So I clicked on it. Danny DeVito's 4'6". I thought, crikey, I could wear Danny DeVito as a belt. That's when I thought I better sort this out. But you find it all the time, you know. There was moments where I thought, you know, my hand was too fat to fit in a Pringles tube. I remember I ran up the stairs naked. I was getting a round of applause, even though I was the only person in the house, you know. So, sorry, go on, Linda. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, in the notes, there was a story that you got stuck in a water chute. You were away with your kids.
I did,
oh,
yeah.
No!
I did. I went on this water slide in
Wasn't it for, like,
Portugal.
7-year-olds or something?
No, it was for everyone. It was for everybody, and we queued for ages. I didn't want to go on it. The kids were like, come on the water slide. I said, I'll mind the picnic. They were like, we don't trust you. I was like... So we got up there, queued for ages. I was hot and sweaty, and I got halfway down, and I just stopped sliding.
Oh, Jason.
Oh, it was mortifying, and I just thought... And then I started to think, my kids are at the bottom, like, where is he? Like, you know. And in that moment, I thought, I've got to sort this out. This is not this is not right, you know. And that's...
How did you get down?
Well, in my mind, I'm still there. I just eventually sort of freed myself with absolute
I've got
panic.
this
you
image
know.
that spray you with suntan lotion to kind
Just to get us
of
off.
grease you.
Well, I've got to say, the biggest worry was at one point I thought, well, life doesn't get much worse than this. And then I heard somebody else coming. And I was like, is this my slide or a neighbouring slide? And then
Your poor children.
honestly, but my brain was like trying to... Because when you're a bit overweight, your brain can sometimes, like, protect your feelings. It comes up with excuses, you know, so it was like, you've just wore the wrong shorts, Jace. You've wore your sticky shorts instead of your sliding shorts. And I remember at one point thinking, OK, well, this is not ideal, but at least when this person gets here, like, they'll free me. And then I thought, yeah, what if they don't, though? And we're both just sat here, and I've just got to...
Well, you
right.
look great,
Thank you very much.
Jason. You look great.